What up, everybody? Welcome back. We are here for a little bit of wood action as these guys are going to jump out on the track. Let's go ahead and get over to that as these guys are out there getting their qualifying laps in. Right now, it is going to be Landon Moody at the top of the charts. Zach Lovelace second, Blake Wynn in third, Arnold Farmer in the number 4 spot, and James Stats in 5th, as that could all change. These guys have 3 laps to put down their qualifying runs. Let's go jump on with Farless. He's still out there running his 3rd lap, just outside that top 5. Top 5 get the transfer through in time. Let me go ahead and pull up the chat so I can see it everywhere, guys. So give me 1 second just to get caught up with that. So it is going to, if you have not been here before, Woot is a little bit of a lottery. It gets a little bit crazy, and we are definitely going to see some of that here tonight with these CoT cars. We'll see speeds upwards of 250, 260 miles per hour in the draft. These guys are going to have to hold on. It is going to get wild. They will have to lift. I know, ironically, it is wide open on Thursdays. But it is going to be some straight chaos here today to watch these guys try to race their way into the feature. The best way to do it is on time. Right now, James Stats able to bounce up another position. That's going to put Blake Wynn on that bubble spot to have to race into a Conci. Right now, he is in. It is going to be Landon Moody out front, Lovelace, Chance Allen, and James Stats and Blake Wynn. Your top 5 right now. Could that change? Let's see, who else do we got out on the track? Looks like 32 cars have put down some lap times. I see Mark Thrash out on the track in the number 38. We're going to go jump on with him as he comes to put in a lap here. And he is going to jump up to the number 13 position. So Mark Thrash out on the track here tonight. Go Zach, says Jonathan. What's up, Jonathan? When are you heading back to Phoenix? Yo, I see Rowdy out there just joined. What's up, Rowdy? Top 5 staying safe right now, but that could all change. Where is Mark Thrash going to put that number 38 here? I believe this is his fastest lap. Yeah, that's going to be a hell of a haul as he comes across the line. Let's see if he stays in that, if he gets into the top 5 as Mark Thrash comes across the line. He's only going to move up to 11. So Mark Thrash, he does have one more lap here tonight. Kenny about to come across the line, and he goes around before the start finish line. So that lap is not going to count. Riley Green up to 30th. There's Kyle Todd out there in the number 29 machine. Hopefully he's got that wheel figured out. Mark Thrash coming to complete his 3rd lap. Can he get it? Yeah, he is. Can he get it up into the top 5? Down the front straightaway in 11th right now. He doesn't want to have to go through the meat grinder here tonight as he comes across the line. And he is not able to pick up the pace. Mark Thrash going to be going into heat race number 2 as it stands right now. Riley Green going to jump up Riley Green up to 7th. Good lap for Riley Green in the number 32. Nice run as he comes down the back straightaway. Can he pick up Todd? Oh my God. What's up? What's up, John's mom? You're meeting him in St. Louis? I'm sure he appreciates that. Your mom's over on Twitch right now, John. Oh, he didn't get the 3rd lap in, but Riley Green with he's going to be starting on the pole in heat race number 2. And another, ironically, we're going to have Riley's on the pole of heat 1 and 2. All right, Jimmy, thank you for the follow. Let's get ready. I'll move over there. Yeah, I was just letting you know. Hold on, let me go change my heading because I'm an idiot. All right, let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1. It is going to be Riley Haverson. Outside of him, in the number 8 machine, it is going to be Arnold Farmer. Starting in third, it's going to be Trey Epps. Outside of him, it is going to be Mark Thrash in fourth. It's going to be Timothy Mesmer starting in that number 5 spot, with Brandon Bowman in a 6th. Going to be Matt Clifton in the number 7 position here tonight, and old Two Thumbs Tommy up in the number 8 spot, but I do believe he's on a wheel now. Looks like one is down on pit road. Going to be Kenny Storkson starting in the number 9 spot. Cody Harrelson in 10th. Going to be Matt Cook in 11th. James Burke in 12th. With Jonathan Hale in a 13th. Going to be Paul in that number 14 spot. David Mayo 15th. Solomon in 15th. Glenn Jameson is not in here. Mason's not in here. Okay, so that is going to be it. We do have one starting on the pit road. It is going to be Matt Cook as these guys come down the back straightaway looking for the green flag. Yeah, they don't have the wing on it. Just the big, really big spoiler. Who was the so it was Moody. Hold on, I can show you. Let's go. All right, so it was Lovelace, Moody, Chance Allen, James Stats, and Blake Wynn were the ones that made it in on time. All right, we're going to look for that green flag. We do on Thursdays we do Dega, and sometimes we do other tracks with the street stocks like Charlotte and Legacy, Michigan, and stuff like that. Auto Club, wide open tracks. All right, guys, just a reminder, this start is on green. Do not go below that yellow line. Do not change lanes before the start-finish line. There are multiple admins in here in case I missed something, so be aware that people are watching those. Remember, 5 laps here. You got to make it to the end to have a chance. Did I do that or did you do that? All right, we get an F in the chat for Mark Thrash. F in the chat. Look, this is the cleanest laps Mark Thrash will ever run right here. Let's go. What's up, Riley? He did this on purpose because he knows Timothy's on a controller, so he knows his thumbs are going to be a little bit more tired after this pacing. All right. Down the back straightaway, we are going to look for that green flag this time by who is it going to be? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, but it should be a good one. Jonathan definitely putting those F's in the chat. Appreciate you. That's horrible. All right. Now we're going to go green this time. F for Mark. Yep. And he even spelt it right. Good job, P-Shooter. Oh, he hit the pace car. Ice, thank you for the follow. Oh, that's great. As they come down the front straightaway, pace car's going to pull in this time. Right. Now is Kyle Busch looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. This will go green in the restart zone as they look for the green. Green flag is out. Oh no. Arnold Farmer is going to not go on that start. That's going to check up the whole top lane. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Racing time. Yeah. Oh, by the way, somebody asked about what time. We do these at 10:30 is when the sessions open. We usually go live around 11:05 Eastern Standard Time. All right, these guys going to get single file pretty quick. These cars are a handful. It will be difficult and take some time for these guys to get the hang of it as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Riley up the track. Here comes Trey Epps. Trey Epps down low as they come out of turn number 4. He's looking to lead a lap number 1. Down the front straightaway. He's got some help behind. Oh, a little dicey there as Matt Clifton going to slide up the track. Trey's going to block him all the way to the top. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Trey's going to lead the way. We got issues in the back. Did Mayo go around? Nope, they just jockeyed for position as we move back up to the battle for the front as they come out of turn number 2. Oh, big slip out of Clifton. Clifton had to hold on to that. Somehow he does as they come out of turn number 2. Battle for the lead. Here comes Riley. Matt Cook having issues at the back. Henry, thank you for the follow. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, it's Riley Haverson back to the point as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be Haverson leading the way. Epps and Farmer side by side down through the trioval coming to the line. Haverson going to lead lap number 2. 3 more laps to go here in heat race number 1. You crushed on. Nice. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, here comes the battle for the lead. Arnold Farmer. I keep wanting to call him Arnold Palmer, but we won't talk about that. As they come down the back straightaway, 3 wide for the lead into turn number 3. Oh, Epps going to slide up the track. That causes Riley Haverson to get on the binders. Almost goes around as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be Farmer leading the way. Here comes Two Thumbs Tommy to the bottom, looking for the lead. Down the front straightaway, going to be Tommy Cook to the point. That time by Tommy to the point. Let's see who's in that number 8 spot. It is going to be the number 40 of Matt Clifton. Then he said, "Oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking. We got a big one." Epps is around. And so who was that? That wasn't Epps. Who was that? That was Arnold Farmer on his lid. Massive flip. Using all green, white checkers. It is possible. As the 30th, Timothy's up in the wall. He's got damage to that fender as they come out of turn number 4. Going to be white flag this time by as they come down the front straightaway. You'd think it was white flag. It was checkered flag. Lap Marks looking for the middle. 4 wide down the front straightaway. 42 down on the apron. He's going to pull it back up as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Right? Down into turn number 1 and 2. I would screw up everybody's name. It'd be horrible. It would be horrible. All right, who's in the number 8 spot? Right now it is James Burke in the number 20 machine. He is in. David Mayo, Cody Harrelson, and Kenny Storkson are out as we move back up to the front. They're 3. Oh, my God. Brandon Bowman just lost the back end and absolutely demolished Mark Thrash. They're wrecking in turn number 3 and 4. Holy shit. Brandon just dirt tracked around there, and then he goes the rest of the way around. Clifton going to lead it. Tommy Cook in second. Hell in third. Seeger fourth. James Burke, Solomon Mayo, Timothy that's going to limp across the line and make it in heat race number 1. Wow. That was insane. Oh, these guys are balls to the wall. That would definitely get me fired from NASCAR for saying that, Henry. We're not going to do that. That was insane. Yeah, there was some definite Tokyo drifting. How many from the heat? 8 from the heat. So 8 from the heat transferred through. Everybody else is to the Conti. That guy is funny. All right, let's get ready for heat race number 2. And it is going to be Riley Yellow starting on the pole. I mean, Riley Green. Outside of him, it is going to be Shane Haas. Starting in the number 3 spot, it is going to be Justin Farless with Kyle Todd in 4th. Going to be Remington James in that number 5 spot. Ashton Thomas in 6th. Charles Wood in 7th. Going to be Bill Sleep in that number 8 position. Matt Williamson, welcome back in the number 9 position. Matthew Lindy in the number 10 spot. Joel in 11th. Going to be Judson Curtis in the number 12 spot. Hunter Leach in 13th. Nathan Penley in 14th. Hold on, I'm faster than my my board here. Going to be Clint Sheehan in that number 15 spot, and will Asher make it in here? I am not 100% sure if he's even in the server. He's going to be in that number 16 spot if he does. I don't know where Aiden went. Aiden's not out there either. All right, looks like Asher did not make it, as these guys are going to roll off the start-finish line. It is going to be green flag this time by. Oh, Asher isn't there. That's unfortunate. What happened there? What did Kyle do? Oh, too much gas. Oh no, the 13 of Remington James is going to get some damage on the nose. Oh, that is unfortunate. Well, Kyle knows where the gas pedal is. As we are going to look for the green flag this time by. Yes, it was. All right. Oh, Remington's going to go say hello. He was going to give him a hug as they look for the green flag this time by. Going to be Riley Green and Shane Haas on that front row. All right, settle down. Remember, we're not on dirt, you two. All right, so it is going to be start on green, and I do not mean Riley Green. I mean the actual green flag. Remember, do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. If you want to take it 3 wide at that point, who cares? Have fun. And remember, you only get one fast repair. Shane, where are you going? I'll clear it. Shane's having issues. Looking for the green flag as they come to the restart zone. Green flag is out. Riley started to go a little bit early. Riley, did we have a little premature acceleration there? All right. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. I don't know if they slowed or he sped up, but everybody was together on time, so who cares? Down the back straightaway, going to be Riley Green down on the inside as he's got Justin Farless behind him. Remington James trying to dig in that number 13. He's got a ton of nose damage on that thing as, oh, Kyle Todd hard into the wall. Oh, no. Kyle had big issues in that number 29 as you think that speed caught him by surprise as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, these are a little trickier than some of the other ones we do. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, they're going to be single file up at the front. It is going to be Judson Curtis in that number 8 spot. Shane Haas, unfortunately, having major issues up at the front as we're going to go back and out of this one as we're going to go back up to the front. Bill Sleep up into the wall. He's able to hold on to it. How many? Oh, we could fit a lot of cars. More than we can in an iRacing server. As they come across the line right now, Nathan in the final transfer spot. Oh, no. We got one pulling off of pit road. I think it is going to be Asher jumping out, getting a couple laps here before the Consi as they come out of turn number 2. All right. I think we should be settled down pretty good as far as all the other crazy stuff. We're going to keep an eye on this pack as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Riley gets loose hard into the wall. Riley into the wall, and then 35 of Justin Farless stuck up behind him. He's going to go to the back of the pack. Oh, Farless going to be in that number 10 spot. He's going to have to work his way back forward as Matthew Lindy leads the way. Remington James with that damage. Number 13 in second. And look at this. The old man, Bill Sleep, has made it up to the number 3 spot. Appreciate it, Kenny. Appreciate it. As they come down the back straightaway, going to be Matthew blocking the lanes. Remington looking for a way around. If I was Remington, I'd probably just stay in line. I think that thing's going to be a parachute if he gets out there up front. Yeah, R.I.P. Riley. As they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. All right, looks like Farless trying to move his way back forward as we jump up to the front. We got a battle for the number 2 spot as Matthew leads the way. Remington trying to defend the number 2 spot as Nathan Penley jumped up to the high side. Oh, wow. Remington is holding on to that number 13 as we got lap traffic up ahead. Lap traffic up ahead. I'm not sure which car that is. Which one is it? Oh, it might be Shane Haas. Either way, I think we're good with who it is. As Remington going to get up in the wall. Here comes Penley down low. Penley going to take the number 2 spot as they come out of turn number 4. They're going to get the checkered flag this time by. Oh, there's contact. Here comes Nathan. Nathan is going to steal it away after a little bumper tag. Wood Lindy second. Remington, Williamson, Hunter Leach, Justin Farless, Charles Wood, and Bill Sleep all make it to the feature here tonight. Looks like it's going to be Ashton, Curtis, Joel, Riley Green, Clint Sheehan, Asher, Kyle Todd, and Shane Haas going to the LCQ. Great run for Bill, right? Bill called me sir yesterday. He said, that's probably going to be the only time I call you sir. Bill. All right, so there we go. We got it in the chat. Guys, this is a good opportunity as we wait for tonight's LCQ to go ahead and hit that like, share, and follow button. Bill's going to tell his ARP. Yeah, he's got Mayo in there already. Let's see if we can get Mayo in the feature, too. Did Mayo make it? Mayo might have made it already. Mayo made it. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and get ready for tonight's starting lineup for the LCQ. Starting on the pole here tonight in the LCQ, it is going to be Brendan Bowman. Outside of him, in the number 33, it's going to be Ashton Thomas. In that number 3 spot, it is going to be Cody Harrelson with Judson Curtis in 4th. Mark Thrash going to start in the number 5 spot with Joel in 6th. Going to be Riley Haverson in the number 7 position, Riley Green in 8th. Arnold Farmer in 9th. Going to be Clint Sheehan in that number 10 spot, Trey Epps in 11th, Asher Hansen in 12th. Poor Asher. We'll see if he can make it up there. He should be able to. Going to be Kenny Storkson in 13th, Kyle Todd 14th, and Shane Haas rounding out the field in that number 15 position. A couple of the guys did not show up. Top 5 going to transfer through. And we are going to roll off the starting grid. Let's go this weekend. All right, guys. Start will be on green. Green flag, not Riley Green. Just to specify, because Riley will get confused. Just don't jump out of line. Remember, it is 6 laps. Top 5 transfer through. All right, we are... Mark's keeping his hand so far away from that button, right? Don't cut him off too much. He'll be shorter than Clint then.
Next time, reach to your other right.
Oh, they're going back and forth. Shout out Mark keeping it at only 1 base lap, right? They're giving Mark a shout out in the chat for keeping it out just one pace lap.
Can we get an A in the chat for that?
A in the chat.
Can we get a standing ovation? I need to gain some spots here.
All right, we are going to look for the green flag this time by. Yeah, Riley's got some work to do. This is going to be. This is going to be a tough one to make. Well, if you're not in this, it means you're already in the race. All right, Jonathan gave you the A, Cody. He's the only one that followed the directions. All right, looking for the green flag as they come to the line. Green flag is out. Bowman gets on the gas and then just kind of sleeps as Ashton Thomas going to pull away down the front straightaway. He's going to take the lead into turn number 1. Big check up into turn number 1 and 2. Bowman did not go as they are going to be side by side for that number 2 spot. Make it side by side for first as Bowman gets the run through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Remember, top 5 going to transfer through. Right now it is Riley Haverson on that bubble spot. Riley Green and Trey Epps now one spot out trying to race his way in. He's going to close in on the pack through turn number 3 and 4. Who's going to lead lap number 1? It is Cody Harrelson out front leading the way as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Ashton has shuffled his way out. He is out of a transfer spot as it stands right now as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Side by side for that number 2 spot. Cody's going to lead the way. Here comes Haverson to the outside. Thinking about 3 wide. He's going to fall in behind Mark. Gives Mark the push down the back straightaway. Watch that top side roll. I'm curious how fast they're going. I can tell you. All right, they are up to 241 miles per hour before the turn. Then they got a lift as Cody continues to lead the way through turn number 3 and 4. Yeah, Kenny's got some work to do. He is back there a little ways. But there could be a big one here. These guys are, whoa, Ashton with a big bobble in that number 33. 3 wide for the lead as they head into 1 and 2. Oh, Cody, hold on to it as Trey's going to take the lead. Cody's still trying to wreck. He's hard into the outside wall. Out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. It is going to be someone going down to the apron. That was Asher. Asher ended up down on the apron. I think he got forced down, made his way back up as he's side by side with Mark for that final transfer spot. It is Mark. Oh, man, Mark is in right now. He's going to put Curtis on the bubble. He's going to give himself a little cushion as they head into 1 and 2. Oh, Ashton is loose. He's going to go around. Ashton goes around, catches up Haverson. Haverson able to keep it straight as Ashton is still side. They're all sideways. These guys are pushing it to the max as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Mark Thrash. Now to the point. He's got Shane Haas behind him. They're pulling away from the field as they head through 3 and 4. These guys going to try to get it back together as they come out of turn number 4. Battle's going to be for that number 4 spot. They're side by side. That's going to allow Trey Epps to close the gap. Haverson is still there as we got a big wreck. Looks like Riley Green going to get caught up in that one. Ashton, Kenny Storks, and Riley Green are out as we move back up to the front. Patrick, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Down the back straight. Oh, no. Haverson and Bowman together. That's going to allow Epson. He's in a pretty safe spot as they are trying to wreck back there. Kyle Todd is way too far back as Joel is going to slip into the number 6 position. So if these guys push it too hard, Joel could be in a money... See, as Asher started at the back of the pack, he is looking for the lead as they get 1 lap to go. Could he go back to front? Oh, we got one car blowing up down on the inside as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for the lead. Asher up high. Thrash down low as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Shane's going to get loose. Trey gets loose. Oh, they make contact. Oh, Shane goes around. Shane is flipping. The 14 totally lost it. That was absolutely nuts. That's going to put Joel in it as Thrash and Asher lead on each other out of turn number 4. Looking for the checkered flag. Who's going to take it? They're side by side for the lead. Mark with advantage pushes Asher up the track. Mark's going to take the B main. Asher second. Joel's going to be third. Brandon Bowman and Riley Haverson making it to the feature here tonight. Shane Haas taking a wild ride down the back straightaway. Holy cow. Wow. Wow. It looked like the 14 got loose. It's too bad they don't let us do that. I think it was wild. He had some contact. Poor Shane. Yeah, he just got in the back of him. He got loose. He was trying to push him and just, misjudged it. He definitely didn't mean to wreck Shane. What a ride for Shane Haas as we go into the warm-up. All right, guys, we're going to use this warm-up. There's a few guys that have been sitting here watching you guys wreck for a little bit, and they might want to get back out on the track. Whatever you guys want to do, as long as you don't go the wrong way around the track, you can do it. You can go reverse around the track. Just don't go the wrong direction. Get yourself DQ'd. You wreck each other, whatever. 3 minutes, use it how you want. It was a great race. Yep, he was definitely. Yeah, nobody could catch a break there. Yeah, you're welcome, Riley. Thanks for coming out. At least you got a good quick time in. So these guys going to come out and have a little bit of fun for a few minutes. We got 3 minutes here in the warm-up. Zach Lovelace, Aiden in that number. Aiden's out there? No, Aiden is not out there. But Joel, how about Joel sneaking through? Looks like Joel got himself a birthday present. All right, so, oh my God. Oh, all right. So these guys going to go out here and put some laps in. I'm good to see some of the guys that haven't been here in a while making it in. It is unfortunate that we missed Shane Haas out here. I'm sure he'll stick around and hang out and give some support to the regulars. Cody getting taken out is unfortunate. Matt Williamson going to take a ride in the number 28 as we got about a minute and a half left here in the warm-up, and we are going to go into tonight's feature, guys. 30 laps in this car is going to be insane. You're always tired? That's unfortunate, but thank you for the follow. I'm always tired. Appreciate that. Oh, big hit. The wrecks are going to be big here tonight. We're going to see some blowovers, obviously. These might be blowing over better than the 87. You know, I'm not going to lie. I think the blowovers in these might be better than the 87 blowovers. It's better when you don't know her name anyway. No, we found out that he was at a hotel and he was using Shane Haas's name to get himself hookers, and now they're trying to collect on Shane Haas. Okay, that was funny. All right, if we have a group chat with a couple of these guys. We have a group chat with some of these guys, and we have a little bit of fun with it. Shane had a scammer, and he said he owned an escort service, and he needed to pay him 10 grand or 5 grand in the next 15 minutes, or he was going to blackmail him. It was hilarious. And I blamed it on Mark. All right, that is going to be the end of the warm-up. We're going to go into tonight's main event. Let's get ready to fire them up. It is going to be... It's going to be Texas Speed's very own Zach Lovelace starting on the pole here tonight. Outside of him, it is going to be Landon Moody. What's up, young nobody? Starting in the number 3 spot, it is going to be Chance Allen with James Stats in 4th. Blake Wynn going to start in that number 5 spot. Matt Clifton in 6th. Nathan Penley in 7th. Going to be Tommy Cook in the number 8 spot. Matt Lindy in 9th. Going to be Jonathan Hale in the number 10 spot. Remington James, 11th. Paul Seeger in 12th. Going to be James Burke or Matt Williamson in 13th. James Burke, 14th. Hunter Leach in 15th. Solomon's going to be in 16th here tonight. Justin Farless, 17th. David Mayo in 18th. Going to be Charles Wood in that number 19 spot. Timothy Mesmer in 20th. Bill Sleep going to be 21st. Mark Thrash, 22nd. Asher Hansen in 23rd. Going to be Joel in that number 24 spot. And then rounding out the field here tonight in that final row, it is going to be Brandon Bowman and Riley Haverson. Absent. Yeah, something like that. Whatever it is. It don't matter anymore. We're past that point. We are going to look for the green flag. Let's give them a little reminder. It looks like only 2 drivers. Oh, no, Riley did show up. All right, guys. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out here tonight. This is what we've been waiting for. 30 laps. Remember, it is admin cautions. If one person spins out or 2 or 3 wreck, I may or may not throw the caution depending on how many other wrecks we've had and the time of the race it is. Do get your fast repair if you need it. Get back out there and take your laps back when the caution comes out. Remember, if the caution comes out and you are a lead lap car, stay on the yellow line so they have plenty of room to go around. This start will be on green. We don't have to worry about Riley Green. He's not in here. So the start will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. Do not sit back and jump out of line before the start-finish line. After the start-finish line, you can go 3 wide. But remember, you only got 1 fast repair here tonight. Use it wisely. 30 laps is a long time in these cars, and they are tough to drive, so you don't want to have to use one. You don't have to. Richard, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that as they come out of turn number 4. It's too late for an EOL. Out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Who's it gonna be here tonight? I'll clear it. If you stay back there, I'll clear everybody's blacks. So just fill in, guys. Looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. Green flag is out. Go, Tommy. Tommy, it's good to see Tommy and Matthew out there as the green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Will they make it through 1 and 2? There's going to be a lot of draft here tonight as it is a big field. These guys are going to be hitting some massive speeds down these straightaways as they keep it straight out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Landon Moody continuing to lead the way as they jockey for position. 3 wide into turn number 3. The 40 going to be up in the wall. That is Matt Clifton. He's going to pull it back down, gets back in line. We'll see a bunch of that here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. He almost messed up. Yeah, I do that sometimes. It's all good. Not surprised about it. Yeah. I missed a bunch of chat going through that, didn't I? Down into turn. Oh, they're 3 wide, 1 and 2, 3 wide back in the pack as they come out of turn number 2. Oh, the big wreck. Big wreck. They're wrecking down the back straightaway. Caution flag comes out. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. Oh, my God. We're going to have to back it up and get a little bit closer. 37. All right, let's go and see what happened here. I think the 51 might push up. Oh no, the 37 gets loose. The 51 pushes up. Oh. Oh. Oh, big flips here. The blowovers are freaking wild. All right, so yellow flag is out for the first time here tonight as we get I Wow. All right, into turn number 3 and 4. These guys gonna line them up. All right, so these guys gonna come across the line. We're gonna see if anybody jumps on pit road. Landon Moody leads the way here tonight as they come down the front straightaway. We're gonna see people taking tires. Tire wear is definitely gonna be a thing. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks, Robert. Definitely sucks. It just turns my life upside down is the biggest thing. It's so weird not having a car right now. All right, so we're going to get one more lap of pace, and after this, quite a few people down on pit road as we work the caution flag here tonight. We'll see if it looks like Nathan did go ahead and drop out. Hunter did not start as these guys pull off a pit road. Some of these guys getting that damage repaired. They're going to see if it's good enough to go and not use that fast repair yet, as we are going to get one to go when they hit the line. All right, we're going to see if this keeps going. If not, if it doesn't, we'll leave it be. All right, looks like we're going to be all right for now. We'll see how this goes. If it gets a little mouthy again, I'm just going to go ahead and pull the trigger as they come out of turn number 4. Moody's going to lead the way. All right, guys, just a reminder, this start will be on Landon Moody. I'm sorry. All right, they got one to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Moody's going to lead the way. They're going to get them stacked up 2 by 2. Got a couple blinkers back there. Hopefully that fixes itself. We do have one blinker. Who is that blinking? That is going to be the 91 of Solomon. No surprise there. Hey, Solomon.
If it's that bad, you can pull me off. I don't care.
I was just going to ask, there's other people blinking too. I was just going to ask if the Taco Bell represents whose internet you're using today.
Well, I got the same grip as I got the shit, so I'll tell you that right now.
All right, we are going to get that green flag this time by as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Yeah, you're good right now. It usually cleans up after we go green anyway. Oh. All right, pace car is in, looking for the green flag. When will Moody fire off? Oh, well, I tried. You tried. You definitely tried, Clint. All right, when is Moody going to fire him off? He is waiting. He is waiting. He doesn't want to get a big run. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn at number 1 and 2. It almost makes sense to just kind of let... All right, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be side by side as Lovelace going to have the edge. Moody on the outside by himself. He's going to fall back in line. Cuts down in front of Stats as they come out of turn number 4. Stats going to have a bobble. Moves up the track. Moves back in line. Moody's going to move up. That moves Stats back up. Stats going to decide to chase Lovelace as they come down the front straightaway. Can't make up his mind. He's trying to figure out what lane is moving as here comes Lindy in the 36. Lindy going to jump up and rip that high side as everybody wants to play fuck around and find out down low as they come out of turn at number 2. It is going to be Lindy with a big run down the back straightaway. He's going to catch that back bumper of Moody as they come down the back stretch. Moody's going to have the edge in that top lane. Here comes Lovelace fighting back down low. Lindy hard in the wall in turn number 3. He just was pushing too hard up into the wall. He's going to pull it back out, gets back in line. Watch for him to make a trip back up through as they come down the front straightaway, side by side for the lead still. Who's going to lead this time by? It is going to be a dead heat, but I think Moody had it at the line. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Moody out front leading the way. He's going to cut back down. Tries to work both lanes. Here comes Asher. Asher out of the LCQ is already up to the number 2 spot as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Seven laps complete, coming to 8 to complete this time by. Everybody just keeping it down low and slow except for the number 12 of Blake Wynn as they come through the tri-oval. Blake the only one up. Here comes Asher though, looking for the lead into turn number 1. Asher going to jump up to the outside. A little bit of contact further back. Big save out of the 12 of Lindy after the 41 of Jonathan Hale gets into the back of him. Jonathan Hale gets into the back of the 12. They're wrecking down the back straightaway. Yeah. As they wreck back down the back straightaway, look like Matt Williamson and Tommy Cook. Unfortunate there, as we got quite a few guys caught up. Man, I don't know if you feel like you got any damage, but that car looks clean after taking that ride, and I don't know how. Yeah, if you are a lap down, just take your lap. I'll clear the black flag if you're going on pit road or after the restart if you don't go down pit road. So if you take a pit stop after you get your lap back, just let me know. Or if you want to take a pit stop after you get your lap back. All right. What's up, Ethan? It's getting interesting up front. Asher up 21 spots. James Burke down on pit road. Hal is gone. You fell asleep last night. Wow. Yeah, I don't think there are. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember if the COT had them or not. We missed you yesterday. The racing last night was amazing, though, Ethan. You missed a good one. All right, everybody, just about everybody coming down pit road. Brandon Bowman's going to stay out. Joel's going to stay out behind him. That is going to be our front row when we take the green flag. Farless going to stay out. Solomon stays out. Paul obviously, as we work the caution flag for the second time here tonight. 10 laps into this one. Show them how not to wreck. Shit, I wrecked my car today. What am I going to show them? My real life car, my street car. You were going to wreck Landon Moody. Moody got wrecked by a lap car, but still somehow won. There was some really good racing, though. Really good racing. If you didn't watch the replay, go check it out over on YouTube, Ethan. It is really good. Yeah, they might not have them. Matt, how much damage did you have? It really doesn't look bad, and I was surprised when I went and found you after that. All right, so Bowman going to lead the way. We should get that one to go this. I almost booted him before that green. I had it up on the screen. You know, chances are he doesn't have to worry about the choose lane now. He's about to go make some socks stand up on their own. All right, so we got to get these guys lined up as it looks like it is one to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Brandon, this starts on you anytime after the pace car pulls off. So basically where the grass starts to when the green flag goes out, it's on you. All right, so these guys got to stack them up 2 by 2. I guess Mark wants to go 3 wide. Remington's going to take advantage. As they come out of turn to number 2 down the back straightaway, they're going to get it back in place. It is going to be 18 laps here when they take the green flag. I'd like to get at least 8 green flag laps. So we're going to see what happens here as these guys stack it up 2 by 2. All right, just so you guys know, if it's a little crash, chances are I'm not going to throw a caution until after lap 20 is complete. So if it's just one or two cars and it's not going to take out the whole field, I probably am not going to be quick to throw the caution. Yeah, I'll wait until after it goes green, because if I do it now, it'll give it to you again. All right, looking for the green flag as they stack out 2 by 2 down the front straightaway. Who's it going to be here as we get that restart zone? When is Brandon going to fire him off? He can start anytime from basically that grass to the restart zone, and he is going to go early as the green flag is out. Spreading out the field. That's going to cause some big runs, but it is going to stretch out the field. Maybe get some green flag laps in this way as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Clearing those black flags. Field pretty spread out right now. Looks like we got a couple guys that are going to take a wave around on the next yellow as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Asher fighting Brandon for the lead. Joel's going the wrong way in a hurry as he is getting shuffled to the back, or all the way back to the number 6 spot now. He started second on that restart. Here comes Mark Thrash. So a lot of these guys felt like tires would make a big difference here tonight, so they went ahead and got those tires. We're going to see how that plays off as they're 3 wide. Moody going to get into the door of James Stats as they come. Oh, no, he goes around. Moody goes around. He's going to take the tumble. Well, we're going to keep this one green as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Moody gets it back on all 4, so that's good. He can go down, get that fast repair, not go too many laps down. As Lovelace goes to the front. Here comes Asher back to the bottom. Asher going to go to the bottom. He's going to blink out. They're going to be 3 wide for the number 2 spot as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Lovelace. Oh, Lovelace to the front, or to the back, as he falls back as they come out of turn. Oh, man. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Mark Thrash digging that bottom side. How about Haverson up 24 spots to the number 2 spot? Asher up to 22. Haverson looking for the point as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. He's going to give the door to Asher as they head into turn number 3. Asher going to hold his ground up on the top side. Haverson looks to slide it up, does not, as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Asher fighting back on the outside. Oh, they touch again. He almost pit napped him. I know you had to be thinking pit nap right there in front of you, Mark. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be James Stats on the bottom side. Slides up the track. Back to the bottom. Back up to the top. Here comes Mark Thrash down on the bottom. So we've had a lot of shuffling of positions, especially up at the front. Everybody keeping it pretty clean. Moody took a ride there. He is still out on the track. Oh, that was unfortunate for the third. As they come down the front straightaway, going to be Asher leading the way. Battle's going to be for the number 2 spot as they're going to split Stats. No, Stats going to get up underneath Asher into turn number 1 and 2. You can see these cars bottoming out. Yeah, he'll get a caution. He'll be back up in it. I have faith in Moody. It'll be interesting. It's not his type of track, though. Haverson back to the point. Here comes Asher down low. Asher going to try to go to the point as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Haverson gets loose, hard in the wall. Hard in the wall again. Oh, he got Remington. Remington contact. Oh, big wreck. We got lots of cars wrecking. We're going to have to throw it for that. Yeah, too many cars piled in after. I had to throw it for that. All right, so working the caution flag. We're going to go ahead and check up these guys as they got to wait for the pace car. Here comes the pace car is ripping down the back straightaway. Now he slows down. I'm not gonna lie. That was a solid attempt at not wrecking the field when you got loose there, Riley. It just got caught up, but that was pretty wild. That was a good try. Appreciate the effort. That wall just did not want to hold you down. I watched it. It might have been a little avoidance and a little luck. All right, we're going to go take another look at this one. I'm going to have to back it up. Hold on. So this is kind of what started it, and we're going to watch Riley. Riley's going to get real loose here. Tries to crank it back into the wall. It does it again. Gets sideways. Oh, big attempt at the save. Hold on. Let's look how close these guys were. I mean, look how close this was. He's going to get up there. It's completely sideways in front of James Stats. Down into Mark. That's going to knock him back around. No, that was some heads up driving. He might have net coded a little bit, but big hit there. Oh, lots of people on pit road. Sounds like there was collisions down on pit road. Oh, Remington, nowhere to go. Joel's going to get into that. Unfortunate for both those drivers, and then we're going to have a bunch more pile in. And that brings out the third caution flag here of the night. This is where you call him son. All right, so Timothy going to lead the way here tonight in that number 30 machine. Mark Thrash in second. David Mayo up to the number 3 spot. Oh, Mark and Timothy. Mark and Timothy playing around up at the front. I just want to point out who is running third right now.
Well, he ran so good at Darlington, he figured he'd do it again today.
He wants the legit podium interview this time.
There you go.
All right, so we got him up at the front beating doors. Since you two are beating off each other up at the front in a circle, does that mean it's a circle jerk? Oh, and highlight reel, right? Good to see Mayo up in that number 3 spot. We're going to get a restart here. Timothy and Mark Thrash on that front row. Timothy, this starts on you, bud. I said this starts on you, and I hope your batteries are charged on your controller. All right, we are going to look for the green flag this time by Mark Thrash and Timothy Mesmer on that front row. Timothy is going to control this start as they come down the back straightaway and beat off each other a little bit. Hold on. I got to go do this because it won't let me. Oh, is it not going to let me go to the... Oh, maybe it just won't control that. There we go. There we go. All right, so we got them side by side behind the pace car. Pace car going to pull in out of turn number 4. Mark Thrash going to go give Timothy a kiss here as they come down the front straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by pace car going to pull in. Looking for the green flag as they come to the start zone. Well, technically, it's their start zone right here. Mike and Jason, thank you for the follow. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Mark Thrash going to lose a little bit of ground. Here comes Lindy down on the bottom. 1, hard in the wall. 2, 3. We're just going to... It is what it is at this point. We're going to keep it green. We're just going to keep it green for now. Down the back straightaway, Mark Thrash going to lead the way. It is going to be Asher Hansen in second. Zach Lovelace in third as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, here comes Lovelace down to the bottom as Asher gets the run on the outside as they come down the front straightaway. Coming to the line. Who's going to lead this time by? It is going to be Asher at the line. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Definitely sounds like we got a few little bit of chaos things going on as these guys try to get hooked up and push to the front, racing hard as they come to lap David Mayo down on the bottom side. Asher going to lead the way. Here comes Blake Wynn in the number 12. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Blake Wynn down low. Lovelace up high for the number 2 spot. Out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. We're going to see this group is starting to catch up. We're about to get a bigger field up at the front as they come down the front straightaway. Asher leads the way. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Lovelace trying to get the runs, going to bottom out a little bit, gets him sideways through 1 and 2. Here comes help. Haverson behind him, gives him a push out of turn 2. Completely sideways for Lovelace as we got the number 30 at Timothy going around into the inside wall. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Asher to continue to lead. Lovelace in second. Riley in third. Blake Wynn in fourth. Out of turn number 4. A little bit of defense by Lovelace going to get up underneath Asher. He's looking for the lead as they come to the line. It's going to be Lovelace at the line this time by. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Blake Wynn back down on the bottom. You've seen them shuffle 4 positions. This is great for the rest of the field as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes everybody else. Oh my God. Remington James was completely sideways out of turn number 2. Oh, Lovelace up the track. Here comes Haverson up underneath Asher. Asher was in the lead. Now Haverson out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Looking for the line with 6 laps to go. These guys got to figure out how to get in line and catch those guys. Mark Thrash is trying to wheel that number 38 slowly closing in. Here comes Remington with a big run on the back bumper of Thrash. Could that be what they need to push to the front? Oh, we got one sideways down at the bottom. Oh, Lindy takes the tumble out of turn at number 2. Big wreck for the 36. Out of turn number 4. All right, so if we do get another crash, even if it's a single car, I am going to throw the caution so everybody can get back up in it. 5 laps to go as they come across the line. Asher out front. Blake, they're going to go 3 wide. We're going to go watch and see what happened. I mean, he had it locked down. He wasn't trying to come up the track until that point. Oof. All right, so caution flag comes out. Blake Wynn out front. Riley Haverson in second. Asher in third. And the field is going to catch. Remember, guys, if you are one lap down, take the top side. Lead lap cars, take the bottom. Freya, thank you for the share. Appreciate that. As Blake Wynn leads it, it looks like a couple of these guys getting some laps back. Looks like Clifton. Tommy is up there. So Tommy and Mayo trying to get back on the lead lap. They should have enough time here. All right, so just a heads up. Tommy and Mayo are going to be coming pretty quick again for one more lap. So make sure you guys leave that top side open. If you go up there and get wrecked, I'm probably just going to laugh at you. Where is Chance? Oh, Chance is still in it. Yep. He's back there. He's been... Oh, my God. What happened there? Solomon goes around. He's going to take the tow. I think it was an internet connection issue. As we got a couple guys coming down on pit road as they get back on the lead lap. Tommy and David, if you guys hit pit road, let me know if you're doing it so I can clear your blacks. Actually, all right, so these guys are going to go ahead and catch up to the field. We'll see if they go ahead and go on pit road or not. Doesn't sound like they are going to. Well, eventually they're not going to go like they're going. All right, so Tommy going to catch the back of the field. Mayo's on pit road. Yeah, Matthew's going to try and get a couple laps back. He's got a couple that he needs. Well, I think he's going to be one lap down when he comes across the line at this time by. Looks like Mayo got off a pit road just fine. He's going to get back out onto the track. We are going to complete lap number 28 here when they cross the line. That means it's going to be 2 to go. We are in overtime territory now. So this is going to be the first attempt at a green-white checker. I know it's going to put you guys too wide. If Matthew has not passed you guys yet, keep a single file until he does. If you could for me. Yep. All right, so we can just go double file when it's going 1 to go, I'm assuming. Just got to remind him, extend the yellow flag by clicking Alt F4, right? All right, so we got them stacked up 2 by 2. Green-white checker attempt number 1 out of 3 as they come through turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Blake, Wynn, and Haverson on that front row. Blake, the start's going to be on you anytime basically after pit road to the restart zone. So after the pace car pulls in, you can go pretty much whenever you want. So green, white checker here. We're going to see if he stretches them out. If he stretches this out, there's a pretty good chance that they could go green to the white flag because if he spreads them out enough, if he goes really early, if he does wait, we might get another green, white checker attempt. As it looks like we got around 16 cars left out on the track. So anything could happen here. Go Chance. Go Chance. He's got a chance. He's looking pretty good, sitting in the number 4 spot. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green flag, this time by out of turn number 4. Pace car is going to pull in. When will Blake decide to fire off as they come into the restart zone? Who's it going to be? Remember, it is a long restart zone. He is holding him. He is holding him. Now he's going to go. Green flag is out. I'm not going to worry about that. Green flag is out, user. Thank you for the follow as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. A lot of these guys going to get single filed. Moody stuck. Yep. Gotcha. As they head through turn number 1 and 2, it is going to be Blake Wynn leading the way. He's got Haverson all over the back of him as the battle for second or third rages as Asher's going to make it around Remington James. Look at this. Remington's got himself in a position where he could win here tonight as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Williamson. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, it is going to be Blake Wynn leading the way. No yellow flag. We are keeping it green as Blake comes across the line. It is going to be 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go, Freya. Thank you for the follow as Blake continues to lead. Here comes Asher in the 24. Blake's going to play defense. No, he's going to slide up. Asher down low. Down the back straightaway. Remington slides up the track. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Remington playing a little defense. Asher's going to take the lead into turn number 3. He's got to keep it pegged down on the bottom. Slides up the track, though. Pulls away. He's got a car length as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Lovelace in the 00. James Stats to the outside, down the front straightaway. Battle's going to be for that number 4 spot as they come down the front straightaway. Asher's going to lead it and take the win. Blake Wynn in second. James Stats in third. Lovelace in 4th, Williamson in 5th. Oh my God. What a race here tonight. Coming to the end, Asher takes the win. Blake had a great run here tonight. He gets to tell us why Hooters is the place to go for wings. James Stats with a phenomenal finish in that number 9 machine, bringing it up to 3rd. Great race here tonight as Asher gets that W. We're going to go ahead and go through the results and bring in our top 3. It is going to be Asher Hansen with the win here tonight. Blake Wynn in second. Going to be James Stats in the number 3 spot. Zach Lovelace in 4th. Williamson going to be in the number 5 spot. Great run for him. Mark Thrash in 6th. Going to be Landon Moody in the number 7 spot. Matthew Lindy in 8th. Haverson in 9th. Going to be Bill Sleep in the number 10 spot. James Burke in 11th. Joel in 12th. Going to be Chance Allen in the number 13 spot. David Mayo in 14th. Remington James in 15th. Going to be Solomon in 17th. Timothy in 18th. Appreciate it, Robert. Yeah, I heard you. I heard you in the chat. That is unfortunate. It is going to be Matt Clifton in 19th, Farless 20th, Wood in 21st, Bowman in 22nd. Going to be Paul Seeger in the number 23 spot, Jonathan Hale 24th, Nathan 25th, and Hunter did not grid up. So 30 laps here tonight. Let's go ahead and see if these guys are in the Discord. Yeah, everybody did a pretty good job. We'll see if James shows up. I don't know if James is going to show up. Oh, he's already out of the race session. So I guess it's just you guys. Blake, you get to tell us why we should go to Hooters for just the wings, since you had the Hooters car tonight. But great run for you here. A lot of work trying to keep it up there at the front of the field. You guys were swapping positions quite a bit, but good run here tonight in that number 12 machine.
Definitely don't think you go just for the wings. That's kind of how I felt there on the last restart. Was like I came to the race and only came for the wings. Like definitely should have had the fresh tires, which is the Hooters girls, but the ride would have been a lot better.
It was super racy here tonight. You get in with a good group, you guys could make a lot of moves. I know there was a couple squirrels out there, but man, these things are absolutely on the edge, especially in the draft. How hard is it to navigate your way through with all those skill levels?
I mean, I don't really think it's hard. I thought it was pretty fun. Like the car's about to kill you the whole time, and you're just holding on, hoping for the best. But I mean, if you got what it takes, you just keep it off the wall and keep ripping. Moves are a little hard to make. I mean, the car isn't too great about pushing, and the runs are super big with the air. Like you can't throw too big of a block or give too big of a push. But I mean, you can definitely make some moves and do some pushing. Pretty fun car.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Jonathan Hale right there. That's my hero in that race. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, he was an interesting one for sure, but great run here tonight. Yeah.
I was just trying to scroll on my phone, enjoy my caution laps, and he started brake checking my stuff. And that's when I started my beef with him.
Yeah, he had a couple of them that he had going here tonight. It was definitely pretty interesting.
Yeah, thank you for those.
Yeah, no problem. James Stats.
Yes, sir. Happy to be on the podium finally in MPI.
You've had some ups and downs, but great run here tonight. This car you looked really good in. It must suit your style.
I guess, yeah, you could say. I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where because they're so fast, it's a matter of when do you lift, where the tire's going to start breaking loose, but also kind of it makes it a little bit more strategic on, okay, am I letting off so I get the big run out of the corner, or am I diving in deep and fucking hoping the tires hang on and I can nose in for another spot, that honestly what kind of suits, I guess. It's kind of like dirt racing, kind of in a weird way. You kind of just find that apex point where it's going to break loose, and then you just haul ass out of there.
Yeah, that's what I love about the old Gen 4 before they did the new one. Is it was so on edge, just like these cars. Great run there. A lot of wreck avoidance. We've talked about that a couple times during the race.
I'm just trying to get my credit out there. I ain't no Dale Earnhardt. I ain't no fucking moon car stud, but goddamn, man, I had luck on my side because that wasn't skill.
Yeah, there was a little bit. I was watching where you were placing the car when he was going around. You had to think about that, and you made the right move. I guess some of that is luck, making the right move, but you definitely kept the car moving in a direction to keep you as safe as possible. But good run here tonight. But why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Just basically want to give a big shout out to you and MDI for everything you guys do. MDI to the motherfucking front. I think you guys got a good gig going here. So I just want to give a big shout out to you and all the guys who show up every week for this stuff. You guys are a good group. So appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you. It definitely got a little wild here tonight. Asher missing his heat race, missing qualifying, almost got the win in the Consi coming from the back, but Mark putting you in the wall. Putting the block on you, but coming from deep in the field all the way to the win here tonight. What a run.
Yeah, it was more about survival, really. A lot of, there was a bunch of crashes and stuff like that. I just, all I do is really just lift a little bit on the bottom and then just pass people. There isn't really too much about that. And then, you can full throttle it for a couple laps, I guess, and then the tires will start wearing out. But it's just all about survival, really. And then I just wanted to put myself in a situation where I was in the best on tires. Like, I was like, if the top two doesn't pit right there, I'm going to pit and then, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm just glad I took the right decision. And yeah.
You know, you got in that heat race or the Conti and had to have some good wreck avoidance in there and then avoid some of those people. That was pretty chaotic, and Haverson had to do the same thing. Both of you guys pushed up to the front, which wasn't exactly the easiest thing to do. Were you worried about him at that? Because he was super fast. I don't even know if you noticed, but he followed you right up through.
Well, I mean, I don't know how I avoided some of those crashes because I swear they were gonna come down and kill me, and I thought I was about to get like a friggin', I love these cars are so fun to drive at this track, and I almost, missed it again. I can't believe, my NIS races are freaking taking too long, and then I thought, if I go in a turn 30 dying again, I'm just, I'm really disappointed again because that's what happened last time, but I survived. We had the freaking like massive one on that final lap, and I just knew Mark wouldn't kill me, I guess. So I felt pretty confident. There was a lot of people fast. Zachary was fast. I doored him on accident, and put him in the wall. I feel bad about that. I think I might have lost some spots too, but yeah, it was a blast. It was a little bit hard to pass, but tires made a difference.
Yeah, definitely seen tires making a difference there. But great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors. Sorry.
Thanks to for your broadcasting and good second place Blake and good third place James.
John's mom's out there. You got to thank her.
Oh yeah, John's mom. Thanks, John's mom.
All right, guys, have a good one. Appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next one.
Thanks again for everything, man.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you guys. All right, guys, it was a hectic night for me tonight. A day for me. I am glad to end this one and end my day and get some sleep. Guys, thanks for coming out. Dwight, thank you for the follow. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.